Serious. It's a serious. That's why I've got my tab today. So anyone that's watching, know that.
Tablet's upside down, OJ.
Sorry. I don't use it. That's how you know.
Sorry, guys. Our guy OJ is from the corner.
That's how you know. I've got my tab here so that people, if they're watching, they know it's a serious one.
It's a serious app.
But on a more serious note, guys, we've got one of the pioneers of the cultural exchange between Lagos, London, Nigeria, the UK.
We want to know, the people watching want to know, where have you been? Where has MALEEK Berry been?
If you take last days of summer and the person that you were to now the person you are recording this, If Only Love Was Enough, what would you say, what difference is it in the person, the two people?
Woo! If only love was enough.
If only love was enough. But why? Like, did you go through a heartbreak and let us know with some of those songs? It's like you've been ghosted or like scared?
This is where Lagos meets London. Where Peckham boys chilling in Tampa, London. As Murtala Mohammed, Heathrow is where London Bridge links Third Milan Bridge via Coast. This is where Lagos meets London.
What's good, people? You're tuned in to Where Lagos Meets London, the #1 Nigerian podcast.
Same energy, man. Sound like you're stupid,
It's
Hi everyone, welcome back to Lagos Meets London.
Yes, we're back. We're back.
The #1 Nigerian podcast, home and abroad.
Have you checked the stats though, Dave?
I don't care, bro.
Okay,
I don't.
cool.
If
We're
you
speaking
Google
in
it,
things.
I don't care about the stats.
I just need to make sure.
Manifestation.
You just need to talk your source.
For me when I
don't
say
ca-
it. Number one.
Number one. It's your
one.
boy
Let's go.
OJ, not Simpson, for the new ones, yeah.
Yes.
And we've got, finally, we were able to get these two together in the studio again since last year.
Yeah.
So do you guys want
Life has been life.
You get what I mean?
Business has been businessing. I go by the name of Hacker, the host, the one and only, bringing you the energies, bringing you the vibes, and we're bringing it to you online.
And it's your girl, Queen A, back with the vibes.
Yes.
Short and sweet.
Yes, back.
So today, guys, we've got... Serious. It's a serious. That's why I've got my tab today. So anyone that's watching, they know that.
Tablet's upside down, OJ.
It's upside down.
Sorry. I don't use it. That's how you know.
Sorry, guys. Our guy OJ is from the corner.
That's how you know. I've got my tab here so that people, if they're watching, they know it's a serious one.
It's a serious app.
But on a more serious note, guys, we've got one of the pioneers of the cultural exchange between Lagos, London, Nigeria, the UK.
Mm-hmm.
This is somebody's an enigma, but today, hopefully, we're able to find out more about him.
Yes.
Some people even said that he's a streets who will never forget artist.
Yeah, 100%.
You know,
I agree.
whatever some people that came before him did, whatever the ones that came after him did, no matter what, you'll never forget.
Because he's been
it's
a part.
time.
He's been a part somehow.
You'll never forget.
So,
it's time.
Do you know what I mean? Big
Afropop,
name in the industry.
Very big name. Afropop, Afro Soul, Aura Master himself.
Afro Swing, Afrobeats.
STEEZE
You
Master.
just sitting there thinking, okay, keep crossing my head.
I'm taking it in.
Everything.
I'm screaming.
He's one of the first people to create Afrobeats in a way that was accepted outside of Nigeria, outside of Nigerians,
Yeah.
outside of the African community.
100%.
Ladies and
100%.
gentlemen, audio
100%.
listeners, video viewers, you have one of the best episodes ever. MALEEK Berry.
He's back, y'all.
MALEEK Berry, Lele.
Yes.
Thank you.
Can I just say something real quick? You know me, I'm from the corner.
Yes.
I'm from Lagos.
Of course, here we go.
When they call Miami, bro, I'm in my mom's SUV. You know the long ones, the Honda, Odyssey. But that song will make you feel like, I'm the guy still. I'm driving the range. No walk today. We go.
That's what good music does.
Yeah,
You can change your whole
Everything.
your whole scenery one time.
Yeah.
I've never been to Miami. I've never even applied for American visa, but I feel like.
Do you know what's so funny? Me too. I've never been to Miami.
Oh, man.
But we've been there.
That's why I told you, bro.
I've never
You have
been
to
to
talk your
Miami.
sauce.
Miami's lit.
Yeah,
you all need to go.
Yeah, no, it's on my list.
Look
It's
at
on my
putting it
list.
on us. Okay, Dave. We
I
haven't
was
been.
saying, it's lit. You know,
Someone
you
that's
don't
very
love to
Kenzo.
jive.
Of course.
No,
guy's
Miami's on my list. But yeah, when I wrote that song, do you know what's so funny, right? People credit me to coming up with that term, but me, like, I like to give credit where credit is due. Big up to Nato C. He's the one that I first heard it from.
Echo Miami.
And yeah, like I just, at the time, that Lagos felt like that. Do you understand? You know, it wasn't as quote unquote, you know, luxury as it is now. But it just had this feel back then. I don't know if you was in Nigeria at that time.
Yeah.
I don't know if you used to go to Elegushi Beach.
Yeah. I mean, we'll sleuth for a way to get in there. But yeah, I do understand.
That was my spot still.
No,
Yeah.
like on what was it on Sundays, right?
Yeah.
Like back in the day. So there was this energy of Miami.
He was
right?
on the beach vibes.
I've never been to Miami,
Really? Elegushi?
Then, I mean, that time that
then,
you're
like,
talking
it just
about.
had
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
If you catch it, then
it was,
That's what I was saying. I was
on a
trying
Sunday,
to
the vibe was-
obviously you've been going back.
All the like fresh people used to go there. All the street people used to go. Everybody used to go there
It's a
all
mix.
together.
And I was telling this guy, like, before Dirty December became Dirty December, like, Lagos was always that lit. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Well, Lagos, this was our December before people started coming. Elegushi, all those places,
So that's what inspired that song, man.
Maleek
and,
Berry.
Yeah, you know, we're here today.
No, we're here.
You're definitely one of the pioneers, man.
100%.
Lagos, London, that cultural exchange. I feel
Thank
like
you.
you were ahead of your time to say it.
Thank you.
There's something there. Like normally everyone in Nigeria, you would always have somebody in the UK. Like we
To
have
link
one
it.
uncle.
Yeah,
you
to
have
link it,
one.
to link
There's
it.
always, but just to now bring both worlds together.
Together.
It's mad.
100%. Bro, it's like, where we want to know, the people watching want to know, where have you been? Where has MALEEK Berry been? Where have you been, bro?
I've been a lot of places.
That's too much. That's different type of STEEZE day. You
But
know?
no, man, I've been in a lot of places, but the most important place I've been is, you know, in the studio, finishing off my album. It's called If Only Love Was Enough. We'll get to that.
If only love is enough.
Yeah, If Only Love Was Enough.
Try.
I know, right?
If only, you know.
If only, right? I know, right?
sounds
It's called If Only Love Was Enough. I mean, the title speaks for itself. I spent a lot of years like working on that album, going through different versions, going through, I mean, you know now, like, going through, like trying to put together like a 14, 15 track album.
It's
right?
crazy.
And making like 50 to 100 songs in total, then having to now narrow it down to what
15.
fits the theme. So I'm removing songs that may be a hit,
But
right?
it doesn't fit.
It doesn't fit the theme. So I went through so many versions of scrapping like one version, scrapping another version of the album until getting to like the one that I was happy
How
with.
many tracks is on it?
15.
15 tracks.
Is there a reason why it's 15 or it's just...
No. I wanted more.
I feel like albums
If I had my
have
way,
too much songs on there. I don't really like albums with too many. I like between 10 and 15.
Right.
It's good for me as a consumer.
I'm balancing.
Yeah,
so imagine trying to balance between, oh yeah, they're trying to make me write songs that are like 2 minutes. Do you understand? And you know, for playlists and streaming and stuff. But man, why can't I have a 5-minute song? Why can't I have a 4-minute 30? 4 minute 30 second song?
100%. They've changed it.
So I went through so many versions. I went through a period where I almost wanted to scrap the projects, like completely, like just dead it.
Why though?
So that was around like COVID period. I wasn't inspired at all. And I think it's just because it wasn't going out, no one was allowed out. And there was one version of the album that I liked, but it was just too moody for me. Yeah, there wasn't enough, like, there wasn't like the right balance of like Bedu, ginger. And me, I'm known for kind of like finding like the right balance between the two worlds, right? So I had to do a lot of soul searching. Do you understand? There was times where, you know, I went to Lagos, came back, even though I could have been there more.
Yeah.
But once I found the right pocket, I just stayed in that lane and just, you know, continued. Another major part of why I've been away was sort of like putting together my structure. So I'm a big like fighter for independence. So like independent artists.
Yeah,
I've never signed to a major label. I've always been independent. Most people don't know that. And I'm always fighting for artists and their independence. And I've, you know, gone away and put together like a great structure, something I've always wanted, my own imprint. It's called Berry's Room. You know, so that's why I'm going to be releasing my album.
Own stuff on,
Yeah, so it's always sort of been there in the background, But now we have something like official that I can, you know,
Push out there and,
push
let's
out
go,
there,
this is
carry
me.
on my back, and If Only Love Was Enough is going to be the first project released on the Berry's room. So
So
it's going to be
on Berry's Zoom, just touching on that, are we gonna be signing artists? Or
yes.
Eventually.
Yes, eventually. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Yes. I've got my eyes out on a few already.
Yeah. How many tracks on the album did you produce? Because a lot of people may not know that you're a producer. But if you don't know that Maleek Berry's a producer,
Now
Okay.
you know.
Do you know
a
what?
big
Do you
boy
know what?
producer.
It's good that you asked this because on all my projects, I've produced everything.
but this one is different.
But this one is different. So this one, obviously, I wanted to try something new. I only worked with one producer. Oh, well, two producers, but they're a duo.
Which two producers do I know?
Legendary Beats.
Legendary
Okay.
beats.
So
Oh
they
my
produced
days.
Essence, right, by Wiz and
Wizkid
TEMS.
yeah, Wizkid and
And a bunch of like, you know, classic
I
new
everyone know
songs.
Legendary
Legendary
beats.
Beats. So those, obviously, like I have a lot of producer friends naturally, right? But I feel like because it's an interesting story. We came up together
Yeah.
under like Starboy, Wiz, and everything, and just coming up under that camp, man, like
It was
Wiz
tough.
can wake up like 2 a.m. in the morning and be like, "Yo, guys, I'm inspired. Let's record." And he was ginger.
Straight.
No get choice. What was it? Did you guys say he was ginger?
This conversation can even go in.
I remember them days, you know.
No, he was ginger. Like he must be inspired. Like he must be ready to go. And I think that all three of us have like that work ethic, that grind, that. Do you understand?
But people, what's annoying? People they now try to rub salt on Wizkid's
Right.
on his name, like oh he's not hardworking. But compared to what
No.
you're saying now, like yo, we're waking up at 3 a.m.
No,
so
but
let's
is he?
record.
I've never heard no one say that he's
No,
not
but
hard.
People
that-
that's what people are saying
No,
now.
I
They're saying
see that, I see that.
No.
Yeah,
Really?
people-
I see that, I see that,
people
yeah.
saying that
Give that
Wizkid
bad
is
that he's not
hardworking.
hard. You can tell that guy grinds.
I see that. No. But
So-
it's probably
That's-
the other side. You know what I mean? The other side.
Yeah.
Let me bust your brain, right? It's so funny you said that, right?
Nah, but that's what's
I'm
on social.
gonna
That's
tell
what
you
the
one of the-
agenda they're pushing. That
I'm gonna tell you one of the realest things, right? I told you I was talking off air, right?
Yeah,
Me
yeah.
and Hax were talking off air. I went to Lagos, right? This December just gone. I went for like 3 months. I hadn't been back in ages, right? Just to do, rediscover what's going on,
lock-ins, yeah.
reconnect, lock in properly, finish my album. So I was out there. I went to go see Wiz a couple times, right? And we had some real deep conversations. Do you understand? Like he's been going through a lot. His mom and do you understand, right? And he was talking to me in a way where, like, bro, like, how far now? How far your album? Like,
Yeah,
do you
yeah, what you
understand?
doing?
Like, what are you doing,
Yeah,
bro?
yeah,
Like, drop that thing, bro. Drop your album. Like, you need to be dropping. He was pulling out, like, do you understand? Fuji artists.
That was.
Do you know that we're dropping like multiple projects, right? And we just laughed and the message that I got out of that was, yo, this is someone that's at the top of his game that is not sleeping. He's not sleeping.
Still locked in.
If you know what I went to go and finish off, do my album after that conversation.
It's like, yo, that's the wake up call.
I locked in. I locked in
That's the
because
wake
it
up
was
call.
like,
You didn't know that you needed.
yeah, because even me, right? Okay, I could feel like, yeah, I've done this and this and this and this, so I can chill. Nah, like our game is literally just starting.
100%.
We don't know that.
100%. We've been here for so long. 100%.
Do you understand? So it might be a lot of artists might have a little bit of like fatigue. Do you understand? Because we've been doing it for so long. But the reality is, it's just starting. We're just shedding skin,
I'm going
and we're
again.
about to morph into another thing.
Wow. I was thinking after Afrobeats had this run last year, I was thinking to myself, man,
No,
we're almost going away.
No. Bro, like,
Let me tell you why Afrobeats
Yeah.
can't go away. I think I've said this. I can't remember what interview or podcast I said it on. Afrobeats can't go away because African music started this. Started music. Like there's a reason why Black Americans connect with our stuff.
yeah.
Do you
100%.
understand?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because it sounds familiar, feels familiar to them. Do you understand?
true.
It feels like they've heard it before.
True.
That there's a
True.
reason why it's because they come from it.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Wherever they were taken from, they can still feel that.
That's the
When
same
we're
vibe.
singing to them, they can still feel
100%,
it. Even though
100%.
they don't understand the language, there's something spiritually that they're connected
That they're
to.
connected to.
Do you understand?
It's just the same if with a black person listens to like Brazilian music.
Right.
You still vibe to it.
Yeah, 'cause
Right.
you can feel the
You can
rhythm.
feel
You know
the
that
rhythm,
yeah.
there's some connection
Because
there.
whatever they're putting in that music, they got it from somewhere.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you
100%.
understand? It's just evolved and evolved
100%.
and evolved. You know, so
100%. Music has its times, though.
our music is so powerful, right? But we just need the right artists, the right songwriters, the right producers to really put this thing together because it's just starting.
Look at Lao is like 2 minutes. Bro, took over the whole internet, bro. What is he saying? Like,
None- bro,
everybody,
It's
just delivery.
It's delivery, but you see that melody.
It's the vibe.
Oh, yeah, the melody.
It's the
That's
vibe.
what I'm looking for.
Desperado.
See what I was just saying, right? People,
Yeah,
they
man.
might not understand the language,
But
right?
that
they
vibe.
can feel it.
Just like Burna Boy City Boys. Burna Boy Last.
Everything.
The people that, like I said, when we done the stadium, the majority of
Yeah.
people that was in the stadium.
I was telling people it's white people, bro.
Even
I was
when we
telling
went to
people.
Paris, the majority of people that was in the stadium were people that don't understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
Right, right.
I was standing in
And
the
it's like,
middle.
that just shows how much the music travels and it's
Yeah.
like it captures people that is like, yo,
At the
once the music
stadium.
is good, it's good.
At the stadium, I was in the middle. I was like looking around.
Just
White people around me.
Yeah.
Because
That's how big
do you know how I came
Afrobeats
to
is
that
now, bro.
realization?
Yeah.
When Charlie Poppy came on. And I was the only one going crazy. And I look around me, I'm like, oh shit.
No, trust me, bro.
This
There's
is
a lot of white
Afrobeats
people
has
here.
traveled.
This is like our music, right? We don't know how big it is.
No, 100.
Do you understand? I feel like we still don't know.
We
right?
don't deep it.
You know, the people that we're in business with, they know.
Then, of course.
Do you understand, right?
And that's how they take advantage.
Like one of the last like festivals that I did in Australia, was that 2024? Was it 2024 or 2023?
I think I see that.
Yeah.
I think I see that.
Yeah. Promised Land Festival.
Yeah.
Right? I hadn't done festival in years. Right. The last festival run I did was 2019. Right. And I did a bunch. And man, I don't know, there could have been like 40,000 people in that crowd. Right? They were singing, been calling word for word.
madness,
I've not seen that many people sing my song word for word. You know, like maybe in a long
That's
time.
so good. That's so good.
No, in a long time. And this is Australia. This is the other side of the world,
Australia.
right? So that show gave me another reawakening.
That, yo.
Yeah, like nah.
Let's touch on that. If only love was enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you said you spent time out in Nigeria. What are Nigerian artists on the project? Or
Woo!
do you still want to? I mean, this would, by the time this comes out.
Yeah.
the project will be out already.
Yeah, pretty much like all my, favorites. Like all the people that I'm feeling.
Wizkid or
I've got something called Wiz on there. I've got
Oh,
something
on
called Wiz
the album.
Yeah. I
else
think
should we be looking
people are
out for?
people are gonna like connect with that record like big time.
wow. This is maybe this is
It's a ladies.
What other
it's a
features
ladies
should be?
jam.
What other features should we be looking out for?
Tiwa Savage.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you said, you know what?
Yeah, I'm going out with a big
Yo,
guns.
I'm back.
So this is what I mean when I said.
Yeah, I'm bringing the names out. No, that's what you did, bro.
It's like, I've been looking
The
at.
album's coming, and he's saying, "What you think? I'm just gonna
I'm
do a
just
new
gonna- yeah,
album?
you get-
I'm
Getting your
No,
dad,
but-
your auntie, everyone's
So
on
I'm
this.
looking at you, love, been doing your little TikTok things.
I'm
Now,
coming.
Yeah.
Now I'll run it back.
No, that's what's
Do you
up.
know what? Do you know what? Right. I'm glad I got that reaction because even when you lot heard a song, it's gonna be like you guys haven't heard Tiwa like that before. Like she's singing,
mad.
she's singing.
Real Lagos Smith London there, people.
she's singing. So, I
That's
respect
sick,
her.
man.
She's an
I
amazing
respect
artist.
it still.
Amazing writer.
You deserve
Who else
that.
have I got on there? Zlatan.
See what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
No, yo.
Took it back to the street.
No,
Zlatan.
how did you come about with having a feature with Zlatan? Because like both of your sounds are completely
That's true.
like,
Right,
different.
right.
That's
So
very true. I would love to hear what that sounds like. That
Yeah,
sounds
yeah.
really different.
Yeah, so Zlatan, we've been following each other for a while now, and obviously I've been a fan of his music. We're both from, you know, on my paternal side. On my maternal side, I'm Ijebu. On my paternal side, I'm Egba. So
I think Zlatan's
Abeokuta. Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously Zlatan is a Egba boy. Do you understand? That connection was natural. One of like my OGs connected us. And, you know, when we clicked, when we first got in the studio and I played him the song, bro, like within like 2 hours, he was done.
Yeah,
Like,
Zlatan's a beast.
bro.
In the studio still.
Like, you know, and the first time I met him, was that the first time I met him face to face? Was he was recording that collaboration that he had with Wiz.
Yeah,
I think he had has a collaboration with Wiz.
Is it MMS?
No, that's with
No,
Ashake. That's with
no.
Ashake.
He has another one.
Don't go and be saying nonsense.
Like, for real, dude.
Those two records came out at the same time.
No. So he he has one collab with Wiz that he was recording in the studio, and
you gonna feel alright.
Right. And I remember asking him because whenever I hear good rappers, I'm always intrigued by who they studied, right? So obviously, I'm asking him generic questions, bro. Do you understand? Who did you look up to? Blah blah blah. He's like, bro, me or more, anybody. Do you understand?
That is a corner boy.
Yeah, he said he doesn't know anything. Doesn't listen to hip hop. Me or more DMX. Me or more Jay-Z. Do you understand? So I was like, so how do you come up with this stuff? He's like, bro, like it's just, and that's when I knew that, okay, you know what? Let me keep him for I'm gonna hold it. I took his contacts. We were was already connected on socials, but like personally.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was like my respect for him just went to another level. Yeah.
Even Zlatan is so diverse. You remember he was on Sweet in the Middle? And you would never even expect him to be on a record like that.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's very diverse.
Yeah,
very smart boy.
And you said this album. I heard you somewhere. You said this album had already been ready even before COVID. But then
yes, and obviously all of those like extra features came in a little bit later. I mean, I won't say which ones came in later. Which ones?
Yeah. Of course. It just needed.
I don't want to spoil it, but yeah. But
what's the release date?
Obviously, sorry to Ruger is definitely on the album as well. Obviously, we got a single.
you got a single.
The single,
already,
yeah. So yeah.
Is it that same song on the album or a totally different one?
The same
record.
record lately. Yeah.
So what's if you remember, Last Days of Summer was your last project?
No.
Not last song, but like you putting out a lot of music out once.
Body of work.
No.
What was it?
No, the first one was Last Days of Summer.
The first one was Last Days of Summer.
The second one was First Days of Winter.
That's it.
Okay.
Then I called this one like an intermission project, Isolation Room. I dropped that during COVID.
Isolation Room.
So for context, Last Days of Summer had everything. Control, Echo Miami, Let Me Know. Then Been Calling had First Days of Winter had Been Calling, and the rest is See Maria, all of that era.
If we take Last Days of Summer and the person that you were to now the person you are recording this, you've obviously is finished. If Only Love Was Enough.
Yeah.
What would you say? What difference is it in the person, the two people?
Woo!
That's a good question.
Loaded question. What?
Because time just flies by. Exactly.
And sometimes you don't even understand what's changed. But when you have that question, now you can.
Yeah.
Because where those projects and where you are now, those projects was mad. Still, I can't lie.
Do you know what? Right. Do you know what's so interesting about this whole like fame thing and success or whatever, right? It comes with a lot of like overthinking when you're creating. Do you understand? When I first, released Last Days of Summer, right? I had all my life, how old was I? Like 20 something when I released it. I had like all my life to think about that that project,
And just
all the songs, and just, do you understand?
Focus, yeah.
But when I first started it, you know, I finished it quick, right? When I did First Days of Winter, it took me like how many, like maybe like 2 months to write that project and put it out. I was writing songs a lot quicker back then. Yeah.
No, life starts lifing.
Life starts lifing. But my songs are a lot more mature now. A lot more mature. A lot more No, they're a lot more mature. They're the songwriting has grown because that's obviously you know,
of course. The experiences will be different.
Yeah, that's true.
The songwriting has grown. Man, I think I'm just a lot more wiser now, man.
100%.
I was just a lot more like, I don't know, if you might have seen me out back in the day, I was a lot more
active.
enjoyment minister.
When Days
like,
of Summer dropped, no one even knew who my man was in Nigeria. But we just know you buy the CD, you listen to the song. We didn't know like what's this person like, or we just know Maleek Berry was an enigma.
So do you know what? Right, I feel like I made sure I took advantage of that as well. So that idea of people not knowing what I look like, I was able to like really enjoy myself during your time.
Because you started off as a producer.
I started off as a producer.
So it's like, who's Maleek Berry? Then Maleek Berry transitioned into doing music.
Right.
And then boom. So now it's just full on artist mode now.
So, I mean, I can't remember who asked me how many songs did I produce on my, you asked me how many songs. Right. For context, maybe like if there's about 15 songs on the album, I produced maybe like 10, 11 out of those. And Legendary produced the rest. Yeah.
So but you're still in touch with the producing side.
100%.
You're still in touch with.
100%.
Do you still produce for other artists as well?
I will be. So after the album is out, I will be
touching base.
So I'm like, So a lot of people have hit me up and requested, you still into production? You still into writing?
Do you still love it though?
Yeah.
Producing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. I just have a thing about, if I'm working on a project, I'd like to get that project out first.
And
before
then
I start working on
other people's stuff.
Because it's sort of like, anytime I release a project, how could I put it? This is the best. I always use this analogy, right? So, I don't know, like my first project was like the iPhone 1, right? And that had a particular sound and aesthetic and feel. Yeah. And I released that, and that inspired
what's happening. Yeah.
Do you understand what was happening? 100%. And to this day, you can hear records that sound like 100%. That project, right?
100%.
Then First Days of Winter came, and that was like, okay, cool, the iPhone X or whatever. Yeah. That was just like another
album that was released.
Right. Blown. Then you came with the Isolation Room. That was like the iPhone XR, the one in the middle. That's
just. And we just dropped the phone for you guys. We dropped the phone for you guys. Yeah.
When you take that long to come up with the next project, it means that you're coming up with a new generation or a whole new technology, like the iPad.
Yeah.
Or AR glasses or whatever, right? That's what this album is. Do you understand?
It's structured well. Everything has meaning to it.
I had to come up with like a whole new
setup,
a whole new feel. Like, how do I want people to feel for the next couple of years?
100%. This is the new Berry.
Would you say this is the cotton coal? Like, once you drop this one, like, alhamdulillah.
No,
this is once he drops this, I'm back.
No.
But some people still come back.
Bro, look at the collabs that he's got, bro. This is the I'm back, baby. What's wrong with you?
How can he stay seated? You stay seated.
Come on, bro.
No, you don't want to leave the game on the eye.
The names that he mentioned.
OJ, man.
This is the I'm back. No, bro.
You might be seeing it as I'm back, but he's seeing it. I've been that guy.
Do your team. That's part of it. I've been that guy. I'm still that guy, and you lot are gonna understand why I'm that guy.
Exactly. And okay,
it's just
now I've given you guys this. Mic drop. Goodbye to you.
No.
Right
Do you know what it is? I feel like my fans, they'll even insult me if I do that.
Nah, bro. You can't
They'll
do
actually,
that.
no, I'll chop insults if I do that. So I
you
know,
know they're
I'm
like-
actually I'm in debt
Yeah,
to
he's in
them.
debt, you're in
I'm
debt, you're in
owing
debt, you're in
projects
debt,
to
you're in
them.
debt, you're in debt.
Anyways,
Like, look how long I haven't dropped a project.
Yeah,
So
yeah, you're in debt.
even all of this time, I had to now be real with myself and have real conversations. Like, yo, Maleek, if you was a fan of you, like, bro, like,
Yeah.
100%.
come on,
You
bro.
should even be dropping part A and part B.
How can you only wait, don't let me ask this question first. Is there still going to be another single that you're going to drop from the album, or just that one you and Ruger have is the only one you're dropping?
No, there's gonna be other singles. There's gonna be
gonna
other
come out,
singles. Yeah. There's gonna be other singles.
Okay.
when you recorded Last Days of Summer, you were a London boy, right? Like, why do you?
No, I was a fully, of course, I was a London boy fully, but
take us
during
back.
that period, I was going back and forth a lot.
Because
So I
of
feel
the
like
album,
that-
or because you already?
No, because of the album and because I was already integrated into the Niger scene.
Nigerian pop culture already and everything.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was already integrated. I'd already built my relationships.
Okay.
Do you understand?
How easy was that though? Because coming from London and then just going back, what was the process like for you? Just trying to make those connections, because that's the album, one of the best album where blends Lagos and London like perfectly.
Right.
You can listen to it in Niger,
Right.
And
and
listen to
you
it,
feel like it's in
yeah.
Niger. You can listen to it in the UK too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. I agree with that. But was it hard though? Because
This
It
guy's
was
gonna
hard.
move to
Was it
Nigeria.
hard?
So
No, it was hard. It was hard. It was hard because you gotta understand, right? Like, there's just, and I'm like a London boy, right? So, like, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
there's just certain things that I couldn't. I found it hard adapting to, right?
but not the girls though.
No, come on now. Why would that one be hard? No.
So not the girls.
This guy has started with girls again.
Hey,
Every episode.
The adaptation
Don't worry,
together.
don't be full time to try and catch people
It's
out.
okay. It's okay.
Lagos has beautiful women though.
No, of
like, I
course,
like,
yeah,
come on, yeah, it's part of, it's
it
part of
was,
adaptation.
of course.
It was it was a difficult period because you have to understand, right? During that period, right? I don't like to say this because it's okay. You know what? During that period, right? I was met with a lot of not 100% acceptance because I was coming from London. And,
Yeah. Understandable.
yeah, like, who's this guy think he is? Like, London, like, do you understand?
His
Do you think-
life is sweet.
Yeah, do you understand? They don't know that we too are
hustling
going through
over
high,
there,
we're hustling hell.
Yeah.
You get, right? Obviously now, the social media scattered everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now, it's
Now
like,
everybody knows what it is.
The worlds
Now
are
everybody
together.
knows what it
the worlds
is.
have
It's-
been merged. So
Right?
yeah.
So, but
Even
back
for
then,
example, D James, a white DJ going to Nigeria, just getting collabs.
This
easily
is it.
with Nigerian
big
artists.
up James,
Big
man.
up
Yeah,
James.
he's
He's
amazing.
putting in work
yeah,
though,
he's
man.
progressed.
You got
Yeah.
like his work rate is yeah.
He's progressed like crazy.
Trust
you know?
me, man.
So
Trust me.
it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy like adapting and but obviously, like I think prior to that era, going back during like the 2011 times, like and connecting with David and Wiz,
Yeah,
and when
yeah.
I was just a producer, I feel like that time helped me integrated properly, and I sort of. All of the adapting that I needed to do, I did it during that period.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time I needed to go back as an artist, I already knew how to step. I already knew how to speak to people, how to communicate. And that allowed me to like keep a lot of relationships like till this day. Do you understand?
makes
Because I
sense.
just knew how to like.
You had to move. 100%.
You had to move, yeah,
100%.
yeah,
That's important. A lot of people don't appreciate certain relationships
Yeah,
when,
yeah.
especially like, okay, cool, you had your downtime, but
Yeah.
they still respect you for who you are.
Right,
Hence
right.
why you can make certain phone calls and
Yeah.
certain people's gonna pick up.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I don't even, the crazy thing is that I don't take that kind of stuff for granted. I don't take, the fact that I have certain people in my phone book or whatever, like it's only, I don't even if it's an emergency, my people know me.
100%.
I'm always trying to, but it's always good to at least like, if at the end of the day, right, before you become a leader, you have to know how to serve,
100%.
right? And servitude isn't necessarily, you know, you don't have to like be looked at or see yourself as a quote unquote peasant or
Yeah,
whatever.
like, yes,
right?
sir, yes, sir. Yeah,
Servitude is, do you understand?
Understanding your role.
Just understanding your role, and a billionaire could be of servitude to
someone
you.
else. Yeah,
Do you
100%,
understand? To
100%.
someone who only has 1,000 in their account.
100%.
It depends on their mindset, right? And what their purpose is. So learning all of those things earlier on, just allowed me to like position myself for today.
So you went to Nigeria when you were 7. You went to Kaduna.
No, I came back. I
You
came back.
came back from Kaduna at 7.
I came back. I went to Nigeria as a baby.
Okay, so you didn't.
So I was born here and I went back as a baby. I was only like maybe 5 months. Do you understand? Because what happened was during that time, my grandma, like she had, you know, a lot of businesses. She was very successful. And my mum was sort of like the one handling all of her logistics, right, for her business. And obviously she was super strict. Like, do you understand? Most of her kids went to like, you know, boarding school and stuff. So I remember at the time, just telling my mum like, what are you doing? You need to be back home in Nigeria, handling this, handling that. Why are you? She had me. She didn't want to let me go. Do you understand? She was like in love. So that's why they had to send
Is your
me
dad
back.
from here?
Your
Pops, your dad?
No, it's from Nigeria.
It's from Nigeria,
as
but they
well.
had you here.
Yeah, they
Both
had
of
me
them.
here.
Okay.
They had me here. Yeah. So when I was like 5 months, my grandma was like, "Nah, ship that boy back to
Make him come.
come and
here,
focus,
make you come and
come and
start
focus
walking."
on your business."
But why Kaduna though?
So Kaduna was my dad's side of the family.
Okay.
So I had to go and live in the north. So my paternal grandparents
They're Hausa?
my dad's mom,
Yeah.
she's from Kano.
Wow.
Yeah, my dad's dad is from Egba. Yeah,
He's
so that's
got,
why
like,
we're
perfect blend. Yoruba, Hausa, London.
Yeah.
But what do you not always been like the forefront when it comes to like Nigeria? It's always like the Yorubas that.
Yeah.
What do you think about why do you think that is?
Do you know what's so interesting, right? Don't get it twisted. CK, you know CK?
Yeah.
My baby,
Love
my
wanted to-
Valentine.
yeah.
He went to school in Kaduna, apparently. I didn't even know.
Okay.
I didn't even know. Plenty, like, talented. I don't know
that-
what's in the water over there, but they grew up, like, people that grew up in the north. You
Yeah.
know, a lot of people from the south grew up
They're
in
just
Jos as
different.
well. Yeah. It's just
They're just
different.
difference.
You know, and I think it's probably to do with there's not a lot of distractions in
the north, yeah.
in the north.
It's true.
Like, come on,
It's
like
strict.
you're in Lagos, you're gonna be distracted, right?
Lagos is a distraction.
And
innit?
you know, if you even if you
Miami.
look at Lagos, right, it's the sense of entertainment, it's the sense of business.
Literally right now.
It's like the
business
Nigerian
hub.
Hollywood.
Yeah, like everybody literally comes
LA.
to Lagos to try and, you know, try and make it.
Do something. No, it's
Yeah.
true.
Just going back to your older times. We came up with a game. Nate will run it now.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like you're
It's the
gonna be
blind
ranking.
rank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna be ranking these. I'm not gonna tell you all at once. You're just gonna put it as numbers.
You
There's
need to-
6.
Okay.
So you're gonna put it in whatever order as I'm calling it.
So
Okay.
And these are songs
What
that
is-
you've been like you're on or you've produced or whatever. So 6 songs.
6
about
songs.
that you've sang. or
You have to
produced.
rank them, but
have to
you
blind
can't.
rank them,
Yeah,
but you don't
so
know
she
what's
can say
coming
one
next.
song and you gonna be like, oh, okay, I'm putting that number 1. But then when she says another song, that
Yeah.
number 1 spot is gone.
You can't go back and
Okay.
Yeah.
So 6
It's only 1 to 6.
6 is just there.
6 is the lowest.
I go, guys,
You ready
pour
for this?
myself something.
Pour yourself,
Go. No.
bro. If you didn't
No,
finish
go,
it,
go,
pour your
go.
drink, bro. Pour your drink.
He's thinking, you know what?
You guys, you want to put me in trouble.
Guys, whilst we're
You want to-
yeah.
you want
don't
to put
forget
me-
to like,
Comment and subscribe, please, guys.
Listen on Apple
You want
Podcasts.
to put me in trouble.
Listen on Spotify.
It's okay.
Stream Maleek's new album. By the time this comes out, this will already be out there.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, social sec networking event. Axe is gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. Everyone in Lagos, Miss London will be there.
Yep.
Get yourself a ticket.
Yeah.
Come and network.
When's it? When's this episode coming out?
This episode is out on next week Friday.
What's that? What's the date?
Wait, I thought his album. When's his album coming out?
No,
It's not July.
No, 13th
13th.
of June.
Yes.
That's what.
Oh,
yeah.
June.
So
Yes.
it's just it will be the weekend after that.
After it drops.
Yes.
Okay,
So
okay.
if
Oh,
the
okay, okay,
Friday,
okay.
Yeah.
After the next Friday to 13th of June. What day is it? Okay.
Let's go, Nick.
So okay, cool. It'll be like the 20th. Right. So, Sit Back Down featuring Notes.
That's it. Bro, when I was doing the research, it's
A
a big
cheeky.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6.
Okay, you know what?
big record.
Sit
put
back.
that-
I want to see his face when he's
Big
doing
red.
You
it.
know when he's talking with his
Man said,
chest.
sit back.
3.
3. Okay. Lagos to Kampala produced for Runtown and Wizkid.
Lagos to Kampala. Sinami, they make the girls they catch fire. London to New York to Kigali. Bro, that song had Nigeria in a chokehold. I mean, the whole of Africa, self.
Okay, you know what? Yeah.
We should scrap the game, yeah.
No, I probably no. You know what?
He could do this. Go on, leave him.
Are you? What you?
So
what
this is songs that are produced. You're not including
Produced.
any of my songs.
Your songs are there.
too. Produced or sang.
Hey, I told you 6 random. What you've produced,
What you've
sang,
worked on, any
written,
songs,
any
records
songs
that
you've
you've
worked on.
Okay, I can't make changes. Can I make changes?
Okay, you're
Okay,
not
we'll give
far.
you
You're
one
not
change.
far
You're
off
not
last
far off.
change.
Okay,
This
let's
is your
go for
first
that.
Now
and
you know
only
what.
change.
This guy is trying to feign ignorance. Now you know what's happening.
Yeah,
So
that's
any number
it.
you put, don't change your mind after you hear the next song.
I didn't know
You
why I
only
put
get one
myself in.
change. You only get one
I'll
change.
leave
So
it
you
one
can
change.
change it now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah?
So okay.
Oh, you can hold
but
the
let's go
change.
back to Sit Back Down.
Sit back down for Lagos to Kampala 3.
Okay.
Okay, Been Calling by you.
1.
1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Echo Miami by you.
Yay. That's it.
I said 1.
Echo Miami.
2.
2. Okay.
I only have one change. Hey, God.
You've
okay.
used your
I've
change.
used
So
it.
you've done
No, no,
Echo.
no.
You said
Being calling.
Been Calling is
Been
1.
Calling,
Echo
yeah.
Miami is 2.
Yeah.
Lagos to Kampala is 3.
Yeah.
And what's the
Sit Back Down is 4.
Sit Back Down is 4.
So these next 2. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry.
should have just.
Back to the Matter, produced for Wizkid.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Very bondis.
I don't enter one chance.
Very bondis.
Pondis. Oh my
You're
days.
gonna have to put that 5 or 6 at this point.
Which is no chance. No chance.
No, that should even be like.
That should
It
be
should be
up.
top 3
That
there.
should be like top 3.
Yeah.
Very pondis.
Ah,
Yara.
You didn't know what was gonna hit
I
you.
didn't know.
You underestimated your own work,
She
innit?
stitched you up.
You didn't even think
I
of
thought
Back
you were
to the
gonna
Matter.
pick like some obscure.
But but you should have known that Back to the Matter is
As
coming.
in,
I'm sure, do you even remember you were the one that produced that record sometimes?
Bro, do you remember we shot the video?
Yes, now
I remember that, bro. The way that song even happened, yeah,
Came about,
That's
yeah.
when I knew that Wiz was a monster. Like
That video was
Wiz
crazy, though,
sat
I'm not gonna
down.
lie.
MALEEK, okay, go 1 second. Came back and sat down.
Thank
Okay, I've
God,
got the next
thank
bit.
God I have witness here. Do you know how many times I've told this story?
Yeah.
Go up again. I've got the next bit. Song's wrapped. Let's go
you.
and shoot the video.
Literally, like within 1-2 hours. the
1-2
song was
hours.
done.
Song done. Let's go and shoot the video
I've seen
straight
a
away.
few videos of
I said,
Wiz in the studio
"What?"
when he just.
Yeah.
This
guy
is when
he's
Wiz
in it,
was
he's in it.
what? You couldn't even put. You couldn't even sit.
Mad.
Excuse me, and
That's a
and,
good
and that's
experience.
what.
No, let's finish the game. Oh.
Hey God,
He's trying to
I'm
do.
just about to-
Let's come at it.
He wants to do London boy for us.
So what's that? 5 or 6?
5 or 6.
But
people are
it's
not nice people. It's
5
okay, it's
or
okay.
6.
Yeah, okay, 5. No, well, I'm-
5. Okay. And obviously, so number 6 goes to Juice featuring YC.
No.
Dude, there's no chance.
I don't know how you did that.
I don't know. But you didn't remember. But I'm sure in the moment you didn't remember.
Juice was
Juice?
literally my favorite song for years.
Juice?
I don't wanna even know why.
My uni days. My uni days was complete.
When that song comes out,
Put my hand on your body. Don't you die, don't you worry.
Oh my days. Hey.
Come on.
That should have been number 1. You know.
That song,
That song,
mad.
I'm not
but
gonna lie.
every
I just had
song.
a verse on it, but man.
But you see
Nah,
your
okay.
verse though. That's
Yeah,
when
bro,
that's when it takes the song to the.
another dimension,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Okay, now that you know the order,
Yeah, now that you know
Now
the
that you-
order, because we've
Bro,
got the order on.
Let
on
me
the,
not
on
even
the,
lie.
on the
Everything,
screen already.
every
What
song.
order would you now put that in?
What would you now put it?
What order would I put the list?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that list.
Okay.
We've
You
got
have
your
to
order.
do it
It's
your
there.
own way.
Okay.
On the camera right now, it's there.
Okay.
You haven't seen your original order.
Yeah,
No, so
innit?
I'd still pick Been Calling number one
Okay, yeah.
because
That's a mad one.
Yeah, it's still going on till now, I'm not gonna lie.
I still don't know how I wrote that song.
Maybe I've been gone.
Been Calling
Go.
number one, number two. Back to the Matter.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Number three, Juice.
Yep.
Makes sense.
What was the other?
Echo
What?
Miami
Lagos to Kampala, Echo Miami.
and Sit Back Down.
Bro, I'm
Echo
telling you,
Miami 4.
Okay.
Even though I feel like Echo Miami should be 3.
It's tight between Juice and.
But Echo Miami 4.
Okay.
Lagos to Kampala. Or Sit Back Down is a big song though.
No, Sit
Lagos,
Back Down.
Kampala
Sit Back Down
Sit
is
Back
big.
Down, then
Lifted
Lagos
the
to Kampala.
UK.
bro, all of them are
Sit
big.
Back Down
At
and
that
Lagos
time in
to Kampala.
Nigeria, all these songs.
But even still now, you must be still chopping from these songs though.
Ah, man.
Come on,
God
man.
is good.
God is
That's-
amazing.
somebody took a break for how many years?
And
Like, I
it's still,
say
and it's
that.
still looking fresh.
Nothing.
Bro, the guy's okay. He's rolling
Hey,
in.
you done your thing. I'm not even gonna
rolling
lie.
in.
For me,
No, God is good.
for me in the corner to know Echo Miami that time, bro, I'm telling you different vibes in that song.
screaming.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's
Are you
crazy.
Muslim or Christian?
Christian.
Christian. Oh, okay.
yeah.
So it's just
But you have Muslim
Like,
family.
Father's
I was,
side.
yeah, most of my family is Muslim. Most of my family is Muslim. I was brought like my grandma, she was, you know, an Alaja, like
Yeah,
big
yeah.
time. Do you understand?
your grandma from your mom's side.
On my mom's side, yeah. You know, so she was, just to show you how deeply rooted she was one of like the first people to start bringing in lace into Nigeria.
From all those, is it Taiwan or where did they?
Switzerland.
Oh,
Yeah.
Swiss
So
have the
in
best
that year,
quality.
she was like,
Swiss lace. Yeah.
that was
Before,
a mad list though.
obviously,
Everything, yeah.
So
Everything's
this
fantastic.
one's for you guys. I even you too. Like
Me?
like recently they just played the Unity Cup. Big up Nigeria. They beat Ghana, beat Jamaica. When you guys were growing up here, but obviously there's always been that rivalry between Nigeria, Jamaica.
no, there has.
There has.
No, I didn't
Nah,
grow up in
something.
London.
Oh, okay.
So
Wait, where'd you go up?
Ireland.
No way.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know though. Like,
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, that is
I moved
mad.
here when I was 17.
No way.
really?
Yeah.
17?
Yeah.
I used to think it was like maybe like 9 years old. 10
That
years
is
old.
crazy.
So all of this rivalry with we didn't have
no,
no
we
Jamaicans there.
had that rivalry
It was
with the
Nigerians and
Jamaicans.
Congolese. That was
Yeah,
it.
no, there are a lot of, because when I did my UK tour and I did Dublin, man, again,
It's Nigerians.
like
bro.
how?
Bare Nigerians.
Yeah, Dublin
How?
is mad.
Bare
We was
Nigerian.
over there for Obi's house last week,
Right.
and
Mad.
the energy that they've got in Dublin, yeah.
It's crazy,
When
yeah.
people want to pull out, yeah,
They'll pull out, yeah.
They'll pull out.
They'll pull out.
Dublin. I think it's because not a lot of people go there.
Yeah.
Not even a lot
Always
of artists
forgotten
go
about
there.
it.
Yeah.
Always
That's what
forgotten
it
about,
is.
but there's bare black people there.
Yeah.
Like,
And they
we-
really appreciate music as well.
Yeah.
I think they even appreciate every part of like black art. Like if you go there, if you're a comedian.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
100%. Hackers House Party in Dublin still.
this guy,
no, it's true.
It's
Tell them to
them,
get it,
come
man.
on.
in Dublin. No, it would have been out by the time. The
Yeah,
party
but
would
he
have
said
been
it's
done.
a Friday of
the
anytime
first
they're
Friday
watching,
of every
yeah.
month.
So
Hackers House Party in
if you're
Dublin.
looking for something to
Every
do,
Friday
The first Friday of every month.
in Dublin.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because Dublin is a market that nobody's really trying to attack.
Yeah.
And Dublin's lit. London
Don't give
has
them the
everything.
sauce, bro.
It's
Just
true.
say
Sorry.
every Friday
Give them the
Every
sauce. or-
First,
Yeah, yeah,
first
yeah.
Friday
Don't
of the
stamp it
month.
now, they can't
If
take
you're
it.
looking for something to do,
There's only
in
one
Dublin,
hacker. Don't worry.
Hackers House Party.
There's only one
You
hacker.
get me? Yeah. Don't worry, Nate. We'll talk of Cam. But yeah, no. Maleek, yeah. You see when OJ said, yeah, we'll get Maleek right, I was like, yeah.
Like,
Because
bro,
you see,
this-
bro, you've
You need
been
to know where he's
about,
been.
bro.
Man.
Like, and I don't even think people have given you the flowers that you deserve in terms of what you've done for the scene.
Right.
But it's calm.
Right.
You're
No,
back.
no.
I want to ask you something. Actually,
You're back.
it's back to your album.
Okay.
You said the title was "If Love Was Enough."
If only love was
If
enough.
only love was enough.
Yes.
It's not though.
Yeah, no, but why? Like, did you go through a heartbreak and kind of let us know with some of those songs? So you've been ghosted or like scared on?
So it's funny. It's funny.
don't ain't that one chance.
No.
So
You
you
know what's
gotta
so
go
funny?
to the
Before I
studio
even
now.
answer, before I even answer, I saw one tweet the other day, and the tweet, and I've seen this tweet multiple times, but I feel like every other year somebody tweets it and it goes viral. So there was it was along the lines of, oh, somebody needs to break MALEEK Berry's heart again so we could get like a
Yeah,
classic.
no, I'm not gonna lie. My friends are guilty of that. They said that. They said he's coming back after a heartbreak. I said, who told you it was heartbreak?
No, I mean, you know, the title of the album, I always say speaks for itself.
100.
So, I just wanted to open up the fact that you're even asking, right? That's the whole point. I wanted it to open up conversations. You know, in normal relationships, right? Is love actually enough? Do you understand? Now, on almost every podcast, right? There's a conversation about male, female roles, gender.
50-50.
Like, bruh, off my right. So, you know, and I feel like a lot of those things always relate back to one thing. It's like knowledge, understanding, right? Where a lot of misunderstanding comes out of lack of knowledge, right?
Okay.
True.
So if I know, if I'm aware that, my love language is showering, or my partner likes to be showered with gifts or words of affirmation or blah, 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 right? And that's all I'm doing. Or all I'm doing is spending money and showering her with gifts, right? But like there's other avenues and valleys like emotional intelligence. Do you understand? There's other avenues like being able to communicate. Do you understand? These things have nothing to do with love because they could be applied to any relationship.
That's very true.
Do you understand? Even business relationships, even
Sibling
understand?
relationship.
Yeah.
Siblings, parents relationship.
Yeah, sibling parents relationship. And, you know, but we're on the topic of romantic relationships. Like, just love isn't enough. Do you understand? Because
There's other elements.
I can't remember who I asked this. I think I asked one of my younger cousins something ago where I was just wiring out. And I was just like, if love was enough, then a guy would be able to propose to you with one of those, you know, those rings that you find inside Haribo's.
Yeah, but why not?
Yeah, you say that now.
No, that's even me. That
You
the man,
say
that's
that
not-
now.
No, but then like if it's
as
like
a
you
guy,
want to propose at that
as a guy.
That's not on though. Like, no.
So,
No, but if love was enough, that
Exactly.
would
if
be.
look, that's his question.
You see-
What do you mean no?
You see
can't
how
propose to somebody.
there's
Love-
three different
There's a
opinions going on right
significance
now.
of the movement. Of the
You
movement.
can always
You can't-
upgrade the
Haribo's-
rings later on down the line.
It's not about the like you're using Haribo's. It's a movement of significance. Even you as a guy.
So
that's
what you
proposing
use
to-
doesn't
But what
matter
if the
then. What
moment
you
is
use
just the
doesn't matter,
moment
bro.
and that's the only
The
thing
moment
around you
is-
at that?
It's the moment. It's not the object in the moment.
Do
It's
you
the moment.
get?
I
It's
don't
the
know, I don't
moment.
know, I don't know. You're not making any sense.
You said it's the significance of the moment, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter what you use then.
So
Because
that's if the movement, if the movement is if the movement is significant enough, that means you'd have planned extensively.
That's
And it's
not a moment,
significant.
though. That's not a
Right,
moment.
right,
That's
right.
not
Hear this
planned.
though.
Yeah, you're
Hear this
building
though.
up to a moment.
Hear this though.
Wait.
Then that means that love is not enough.
On
I'm
your
not
side,
disputing-
love.
of course.
So your
I'm
side,
not
you're saying love
disputing.
isn't enough.
Love,
It's not enough.
Papers a lot of crack. But love, definitely love isn't enough, especially in today's world. Love definitely isn't enough.
Because if
Everyone
love
knows
was
that.
enough, then you could propose with a Haribo ring.
Bro, you can't. Even if love was enough, you're not proposing with Ari, bro.
No, but if
But
love
why
was
not?
enough,
you can use your words. You can say.
Are you sure about that why not that you're saying?
No. It's the reason.
Is she sure about
if-
his
if
why
I
not?
was
Reasoning about
My
that
thing is,
Harry going.
bro, if it's the moment and that's the only thing around at that moment,
Nah,
I ain't
but you
gonna
can
wait
just-
for
you
you to
can
now
use-
say, okay, wait, hold on, I'm gonna propose though, but wait, next week, let me
Right,
plan
right,
it.
right,
Like, then it's like, what's the
right.
point?
100%.
You can
I'm
always
just saying,
upgrade
like,
the ring
right.
years down the line or whatever, as long as
100%.
we're still together.
It's not about the ring. I'm just saying you can use your
If
words.
it's not about the
not
ring, then what you're
adopting.
saying, you're contradicting
proposing to
yourself.
somebody. You're not grabbing Haribos, bro. It doesn't make any sense.
Bro, what about the people
Your
that get
partner's
married
not a
and
baby,
have a
though.
Shrek-themed wedding and everybody dresses like a Shrek character? So what are you
that-
talking about, bro?
I'm fine with that. What I'm saying
What
is
you have you been fine with that? Then you're fine with
Okay.
I'm loving this, you know.
No, but like you're not even making sense. I seen a wedding and the people were dressed in Shrek characters that the bride and the
that's-
groom was painted
Okay,
green.
That's why the only reason this guy's saying this is because he already has a wife, bro.
Yeah, but what does that mean?
That's the only reason,
because
bro.
I know that love is
If you're
not
still in
enough.
the market right now, you're not gonna be saying
I
all of
know
this.
that love is not
I wanna propose to Harry, bro. If you're still in the market, you be
I
saying you wanna
cannot chop
propose to
straight,
Harry,
bro.
bro. Go say it, bro.
I cannot chop straight.
I'm saying-
Wait. Okay, cool.
It's very easy for people that are married to say it now.
Okay, let me. Okay.
Even him, it's easy for him
I'm
to say
agreeing,
it.
but I'm agreeing with him. I ain't married.
Let me
What'd you
pose.
say?
Let me
I ain't
pose
married,
another
but
one.
I'm agreeing with him.
He's got money. He can even say, if he goes to any girl now and say, I'm proposing to you with Haribos, they'll say yes. Because she knows that.
Don't be deceived, though. Don't be
This guy's a
deceived.
madman. You're mad.
In reality, like,
you don't listen to this guy.
But hey, he goes viral every episode.
so now you wanted to make a point. You wanted to,
No. So, I wanted to throw another question at you guys, right?
Hey.
No. Let's throw it to the lady in the room.
Go.
All right,
Where's
cool.
Alice when I need her?
No. Okay, no.
Shout
Nah,
Alice.
it's okay, go.
This is what I mean when I say that this is gonna spark conversation. So if a guy, like if your partner tells you that they love you, right? Do you feel like they should have reasons?
Why they love you.
Yeah.
Yes and no. Yes is because you can't just tell me you love me. Like,
Why
why?
not?
Why? What is it about me that you love? Why do you love me? What made you
This is
reach
why
that
guys
stage?
don't say that they love women.
No, but like,
Because
what made you...
everything needs it.
No, I don't need you to tell me why, because obviously I will see that in the relationship. Do you get what I mean?
Okay.
But if you're just randomly coming up to me first time you see me or whatever, you know how some guys, you guys
Oh, yeah,
do
some
that.
guys
You
are
come up
crazy
and you're
like
like, I love you.
Someone like AJ can do that.
Yeah, do you get? At Eden Lounge.
Oh no! They'll tell you that they want to marry you the
You
first
get, so
time.
it's like,
normal.
it's like, why?
That one is
What's the
normal.
reason?
Nah,
That
this
one
is
is
love
normal.
is serious, bro. Don't play. Don't turn
So-
the matter into a joking matter. Love is serious. They're asking a serious
See
question.
how you haven't even answered the question yet.
But I said yes and no.
You said yes or no.
Yes
Yeah.
and no is no.
My reason, I said my reason is you don't need to tell. Firstly, you don't need to tell me all the time the reason why. But if it's like the
On a
first
random
day,
one, you can
on a
just fling
yeah,
it.
it's like, okay, you've just seen me. Why do you love me? What did you see about me that you love me?
So if the person lists out the reasons, what happens when those reasons change down the line?
What do you like down the line in
If
the
they
relationship?
list
and
out the
stuff?
reasons why they love you,
There was cracks clearly in the relationship. It might not be. You might not love me, but it might not be enough to be in that
It might
relationship.
have fell out of love.
Yeah.
With you.
You can
Because
love
you're
me,
not
but
really
you might
fall out
not
of
be
love, though.
in love with me.
I don't
anymore.
feel like you can fall out of love.
Have you been in love?
I've been in love before.
I feel like
And are you still in love?
Like,
you will still love the person though. You still you
Would you-
can't just you
you
wouldn't
still
just be like,
love who?
you wouldn't be blank. Like if you love somebody and it's genuine, there's nothing that's gonna happen for it to just be blank.
How?
You get what I'm saying?
yeah, because all right, let me go
So
to
you
you're
love your
mixing it
exes.
with.
This is the point I'm
you're
trying to
mixing
make.
it with.
I might not have.
You don't
because
love.
because
You
I
love your
wait.
exes, yes
You don't
or no?
love your exes.
Because I was in a
Yes or
relationship
no?
with somebody doesn't mean I
Yes or
love
no?
them.
Yeah, no.
So who-
But you're
what-
taking.
yeah,
That's
what
what he's
you
trying
talking
to
about
say.
Be my
relationship
ex.
though, we're
Yeah,
talking about-
though. It doesn't mean I love you. We can be in a relationship
Yeah,
together,
but
but
we're
doesn't
talking
mean
about
that we're in
relationship
love.
We're not talking
So
about
you're being in a
friendship love.
relationship not to love the person.
I'm not. You can, you might have
when I
fondness
ask
for
you, have
them.
you loved someone?
Okay,
I'm not
so-
talking about your friend.
So
I'm
do
talking
you
about a
believe?
female.
Do you believe right that do you believe that for someone to have true unconditional love, right? They can't have no reason for loving you.
For someone to have true unconditional love, they can't have
There should be no
reason to not love you.
Yeah,
That's basically what you're saying.
because you shouldn't have to do anything for the like
That's my definition of love, anyways. You love
Because-
somebody, you love them.
whatever you believe,
how
that's
it's a
what
feeling.
God's love for us is. No,
But that's
we
in
don't have to
relationship
do
terms.
anything.
Unconditional love mainly kind of comes from like family and like.
No,
stuff.
but that's
No.
that's
No, I'm saying mainly. I'm not saying only.
But you can
I'm
break
saying-
unconditional love, though. You can do something to make the love conditional.
Yeah, but then it might not be
I think
unconditional
what
when
maybe-
like
Right,
things
like,
start
love-
happening in
the
the
episode-
relationship.
So
Yeah,
it was
saying that-
unconditional
Yeah.
until you broke the condition.
Yeah, exactly.
To make it conditional.
Exactly. So it's not unconditional love.
It's still, because what I'm trying to
OJ's
understand
one that
your
just
point
doesn't
in
make-
terms of
no.
you can-
What I just said
It's based off his
proves.
point.
Yeah,
He said,
proves.
yeah.
Proves. That's the whole point I was trying to make. That's why I was even trying to ask.
my point is
ask
very
the question.
simple, though. You can be speaking to somebody and then,
Right.
okay, let's try it in. We're in a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, doesn't necessarily mean we
But
love
okay,
each
but
other.
I'm
bro.
saying, have
don't
you
start
been
off
in that
with just loving
situation
someone
and
just
loved
randomly,
somebody
though.
that
Yeah.
you was
No.
with?
Yeah.
And
So
you
that's what we're
still
trying to
love
say.
them.
Of course, I still love her, bro. Like, not love to say, I wouldn't spin the block or anything, but if she calls me to say, oh, like, I'm going through something,
God.
this and that, can you help me? Or I need someone to speak to. Yeah, that's
OJ,
love. I'll speak to them.
caring for somebody and loving somebody are two different things.
Okay, so let me put it like this. It's a thing of, if I'm about to get married and this person is saying to me, like, let's make this work, I'll think about it. Like, this
person?
is
Wait, what? Wait.
That's my ex, the one that I love. So because the love is still there, like, yo, this is the love of my life. But I'm about to get married. I'll think about it, but obviously there's already
You're
Wait,
even
commitment.
you-
still gonna
what you're-
think
You
about it.
sure say no be confession they do.
No. In case person won't marry me.
OJ, are you listening to yourself?
No, but I'm not saying
No,
I'm.
no, process it before it
I
comes
leave
out.
it. Every episode, this guy pushes women away from me. Every episode.
No, for real. You put
Like,
that,
you're just-
what you're saying.
Yeah.
You're about to get married. Your ex will come to you and say, "I still love you."
And
you
you will
still
think
sit
about
down and
it.
think about it.
No,
whilst
I'm
you're
not
about to get
thinking
married.
about, oh, spin the block or go
No,
back.
but you were gonna
But you-
think
the
about
fact that you're thinking
like,
about it.
Wow, like, this could have been, what would have been? This could have been, what would have been? But obviously, I'm still going to marry my wife anyways. I'm not going to now, yeah.
So you're going to tell your wife that, babe,
Are
I
you gonna tell your
thought
wife?
about
Of
it.
course, I'm not going to tell my wife.
You don't love your wife.
You
then?
don't love your wife then. It's not
That's
unconditional.
rubbish.
The love isn't unconditional.
They already said you can love not because. You can just love not because. What have you been up to, bro? I mean, the title of the episode, has written itself. If love was enough.
Yo, came back and said,
What do you watch for fun? What do you do? People want to know, bro. You're like an enigma.
I can't deal with this guy.
After all the cho we've been doing, you just come back and say,
Bro,
what?
like, I'm trying to ask him, like, what's like, he's like an enigma. People don't really know. Like, what do you like? Obviously, you've been watching. Do you use TikTok? Like, all those things.
Nah, bro, I love TikTok, man. That's one of
TikTok
my
is-
guilty pleasures.
Do you the creators that you like?
Do you know what creator I enjoy right now, right? You know that guy that goes around pranking people with the bag of rice?
Oh, yeah.
It's for the sacrifice.
Yeah,
That just took
yeah,
£10.
yeah.
£10. Why are you
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
angry?
yeah, no, I love that
Hey,
guy.
shout out Dems, man.
Dems TV.
I love
yeah,
them.
Yeah.
Him, obviously Sabinos. I don't know if you guys know about
Sabinos is Niger one now.
yeah, Niger.
Infesto.
Yeah, I'm heavy on like the Niger like TikTokers.
Swear.
Like, yeah. That's like, my whenever I want to rest, I just put on Sabinos. Yes.
So whilst you've been like away
Yeah.
and doing your thing, have you been in like in tune with like the new artists, like the new
100%.
upcoming ones? So give us 3 names that you're currently feeling.
Iomath.
Okay.
This guy, you're people.
There's a kid called Azanti.
Azanti.
I don't know Azanti, I'm not going to lie, but I know
Fire,
Ayoma.
and I like Fola as well.
Yeah, I knew Fola was
Hey.
coming. I was waiting for you to
Fola
say Fola
is-
for some
is-
reason.
is
Fola
new, his sound is
No, I
fresh.
love Fola.
Fola
Like when
is-
I can't even remember one song I heard. As soon as I slid in his DM straight away, I said, "Bro, you're bad. Like
Yeah.
he's bad.
Hear me up
bad.
when I feel alone.
He's
When I
bad."
see him.
So every I feel like every so often, you get artists that
That's just pop
that just come out that just
And it's
stick out.
frequently
They just
now
have
and
that
now.
sound.
It's just, yeah.
So you named all the guys. I'm sure there's female artists that have come.
Come on.
Yeah.
Those are just the guys that came off the top of my head. But in terms of female artists, obviously like AYRA is amazing.
Yeah.
What about Kingy?
AYRA, STARR, King MADI.
King MADI.
King MADI's amazing.
She
Have you
is.
heard of Winnie?
She's
No,
I've not heard of Winnie.
One
that song. I've been banging that
Nigerian.
song.
I've not heard of Winnie. King MADI's amazing. She's
Yeah.
actually one of like the best songwriters in her whole
Favorite
set.
She's lit, yeah.
Yeah, she's
Favorite
amazing.
psycho.
At that
Crazy.
age,
She's
she's
18.
How old is she?
18.
Yeah, she's super young.
She's 18.
Well, 19 now.
That's crazy.
Who else is out there?
I've been
Like, let me
banging
not
that
even
song.
forget. Like,
Favorite
there's-
psycho.
There's the Bloody Civilian as well.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
super
Body
dope.
Civilian is cold too.
Yeah,
Her
super
voice is
dope.
crazy.
Nah, we're doing
Morave.
all right. We're doing all right.
And
The scene is doing all right.
Look, every podcast I go on, I don't fail to mention Thames. Like
Thames is a different.
Thames is
like,
obviously she's
Thames
on a
is not
different.
upcoming this
No.
one.
I just mean like for
no,
female
but Thames
artists,
she's come
in
she's
terms
gone,
of her
and she's going.
sound, in terms of her
She's
sound.
not stopping.
Like
There's
Yeah.
nothing
she's
can
just
stop her.
different with it.
Nothing
She's
can.
blessed. When you say someone is blessed, she's actually blessed because she's in her own lane. She didn't try to conform
This is
to
it.
the industry or
This
what
is
the
it.
industry
This is it.
wants as a female artist.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
big up Thames, man. And her you have to big up the
love
team
Thames,
as well.
Yeah, man.
It's
Big
the
up,
team.
Muiz. man.
Yeah, Mui he's a serious guy,
You know
man.
that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I watched a pod that he was on the other day, and what he was explaining is
Yeah.
just
Did
yeah,
he
man.
say something
That's my
like,
brother,
spent
man.
his last $500
Yeah.
on Thames?
Yeah, man. That's my last brother. We were all around during those early days. He was around, like, rolling around with me when I was on tour as well. So
That's
he learned
crazy.
a lot. And John, he's very, very,
It
very
takes-
brilliant.
yeah.
Very brilliant. He learns very quick.
He's
So
got a
it's
gem
no
in his eyes,
surprise to
man.
see that, see what he's doing.
Nah,
You
it's
mentioned
amazing.
touring. You've been doing like Coco before now, like the Nigerian artists are now doing Coco, man.
I
It's
mean,
mad.
now you talk more.
No, but no, it's the truth. When I saw that, I said, what? Like, there's been Coco before. Like,
Yeah.
you've been already selling out Coco because now
Yeah.
every Nigerian
Well,
artist,
yeah,
they start
yeah,
with Coco, then O2 Indigo,
Yeah.
then if you do O2 Arena.
Yeah.
So Burna, there was a show that you were headlining and Burna performed.
Yeah. I brought out, who else did I bring out on that show? Burna came out. Who else? Notes came out. Mr. Eazi came out on that
Hey,
show.
That's another person I want to see.
I think I brought out Young Bane as well. Few people.
Do you have
YC, few people came out.
Do you have UK artists on the new album?
Part B.
No
Part
UK
B.
artists.
It's just not, is it not?
But but loading. Let me know. So
This is the back. This is the back. Let me
that
pop my
time-
shit.
In that time
If
where
it's easy, do am.
you have people
That's
like,
what this album is. If it's
I
easy, do
said
am.
if easy, do it.
you have people like Burna Boy coming out for you. How was it like? How were they looking up to you then? Like someone like Burna Boy.
Burna Boy was already a superstar then. Like he
Burna-
was already like, I mean, he wasn't like, he hadn't gotten to the point where he was selling out like stadiums like that. But Burna Boy was already Burna
What year
Boy.
was that? That was
2018.
2018. That's when he did HMV Apollo.
Right. Do you understand? Yeah.
Burna Boy was-
Yeah.
Well, man's been about.
This is why I'm glad
see
Hats
your
is
man,
here. So we can, do you understand?
Man said about, bro.
He said I was sharing flyer outside HMV.
Yeah, like,
You think it's a joke,
yeah,
bro?
I'm
bigging you up, bro. I'm
Yeah,
not-
no,
we
but like,
listen.
man's whacked, like, you know what I'm saying? To see
You
where the
survive in
industry-
Nigeria.
Boys
bro.
don't
See
whack
where the
out.
industry- Bro,
Boys don't
you
whack
know what I'm
out.
saying? To see where the industry is now, it's
crazy.
like every artist that's come through
Yeah.
one way or another, we've worked with them.
Yes.
One way or another. From
100%.
the Wiz to David Doe to
100%.
Burna Boy to
100%.
every single artist that you can say that's global right now.
100%.
Whether it's we done some
100%.
sort of content or you've made a beat or they've
Yeah,
come out of the
yeah,
there's been some sort of, man's part of all of this.
100%. 100%.
So it's like, yeah. Now to see
100%.
them, that's why sometimes it's not even envy when you look at it like,
No,
this guy's big. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
If he could do it,
Yeah.
I can do it.
100%.
He
that's,
just stuck
that's
at
what
it.
it's always is. That's how I've always
You get what I'm saying?
looked at it. Even then, like Burna coming out, like Burna didn't have to come out then because he was already like he did HMV Apollo already.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
That was Coco. Coco was like less numbers. So
Yeah.
even Eazi coming out, right? Eazi was already a superstar himself too. Do you understand? But that was the beautiful thing about the scene then. Like there was just a different energy. Like everyone was, and it wasn't as big as it is now. Where, do you understand? Right?
Yeah, no, I know.
But it was a beautiful night. It was a beautiful night, and yeah, I still got all the pictures. I still got all the. We're gonna listen. This rollout, we're gonna be doing a lot of reminding people
of what it is.
I
yeah.
mean, people know though, like anywhere your name pops up, everybody they know instantly. Oh, yo, Maleek Berry.
And it's amazing to see what everybody's doing now. Like I was. It's the same way I knew Wiz was gonna be a superstar. It's the same way I knew Burna Boy was gonna be a superstar when I first met him in like Wiz's house in 2013. Do you get what I'm saying?
in Nigeria,
Yeah, Nige. Like in 2013, like all of us have known each other for over a decade, man. Do you understand? So it's no surprise seeing what everybody's doing now.
Crazy.
And it's just like I said, it's a testament to that self-belief that all of us has had, like from back in the day. And
It's crazy.
you know, seeing someone do stadiums, right? It's just like, what's the best analogy? Someone's kicked that door open. So if you're intelligent enough and you're talented enough, you're gonna enter that door.
The door's open.
Simple as ABC. You understand? And what these guys have done and what they're doing, like I even feel like the general fan base of Afrobeats and our music in general just need to be a lot more what's the word? Like celebratory of what everybody's achieved in their own individual way. And I know everybody has like their own camps and stuff like that, but yeah, like
That's so true.
big ups to what everyone's doing.
It's mad. It's crazy when you look at it like that because it's been a journey.
Yeah.
And the journey's still, like you said, the doors are opened. So
The
it's like
doors
it
are
doesn't
open now.
stop. It just keeps on going. And it's like, okay, cool. Now there's another door that's been opened that we work hard, we can walk through that door.
Yeah.
The door's been open and it's not
100%.
closing anytime soon.
Look how, you know, the industry's expanded now. Like you've got dancers that, you know, we put in our videos back in the day, like very early on, that have become superstars now.
now.
Do you understand? In their own right.
Yeah, of course.
You know, photographers,
That are
videographers,
big, every
art directors like that were working with me very early on, not only in the UK space, but also in the Nige space that have gone on to do great things and become very successful.
It's crazy.
Do you understand?
It's crazy.
And it's just a testament to like, look, it's not just music talent that we have an eye out for, right? It's people from
Creative
That's
background.
crazy.
all creative backgrounds. Yeah.
I think we need to get Maleek on again once the album is out, so we can go.
You know, just to do a
You know what I mean?
contract.
Track for track. Let's go and we'll do
do a
that number
breakdown.
6 again.
I think that would be mad. I think that would be mad.
I think we need to do that.
You know, the new album.
Could
Yeah, when
dissect
the
the
new
music.
album-
once
Yeah,
the
that would be
album
hard.
drops, we do another
Come,
one.
yeah,
to
just
fly
listen,
the
yeah,
house.
man.
Because
Yeah.
obviously now he can't really
when
talk
the
to
album
each other.
drops,
Yeah.
there's no time for you people again, bro.
No,
album-
There's no time for you.
But yeah,
Lilawa now. Don't worry now. The house
Maleek's not
is
that
dead.
type of guy, bro. Maleek's not that type of guy.
I feel
But
like,
yeah, man.
yeah, it's been amazing, man. Amazing
Yes,
conversation. Hope
yes.
you've enjoyed yourself.
No, come on,
No,
man.
bro. No, we're gonna run it back.
Part
People,
B is coming.
part B of the interview
Yeah.
is coming. Do you know what I'm saying? After the
love,
album drops,
we now want to ask people: is love actually enough?
Is,
we'll
Let's
know
see
when
if
the
they can
album drops.
answer.
We'll know. People will answer now. I'm gonna go and ask my wife.
Just,
Baby,
I just have
love
one more
actually
question
enough.
quickly.
It's
Yeah.
not just
Mr.
responses. I would-
Eazi,
Yes.
can you tell us about, because he's somebody that, you know, those people that they're part of the industry, but they're just like an annex of
Yeah.
the industry.
Yeah.
What you have more insight about it? Tell us about him.
Man, Eazy's just another enigma, man. It's just, but a very successful one. A very successful one.
Yeah, Eazy just you can
Don't
just
be
tell
deceived.
like he's just
Very successful.
You can
You know,
tell.
and
He's got his head screwed on.
and this is just
Definitely.
like I said, this is just a testament to, like, there's a reason why all of us were very like close, like all of us were hanging together back then, because we had this same vision for how the industry was going to be, where the industry was going to get to. And I always big up Eazy because the guy is an amazing businessman, like amazing
Before anything,
entrepreneur. Amazing entrepreneur. Like, do you understand? Super hits under his catalog, but when I'm talking like music business and how to maneuver as a businessman, as an entrepreneur behind the scenes, yeah, he knows what he's doing. He's
Do
got
you
it.
think you can help us with the patterns? So you can come for please.
Don't worry, I'll look into it for you.
No, yeah, but I mean, there's somebody,
promises,
that,
no
there's somebody that I
promises.
would really like to have a conversation with, because the way he's moved, like,
Yeah.
he did his own thing, his own way.
Yes.
He linked with the UK people.
Yes.
He's on the Rihanna thing.
Yes.
Exactly. He linked with the UK people, put out a record, linked with Nigerian people, put out records, and just step
Yeah, he's on the Rihanna thing. You know, that's business behind it.
That's it.
Didn't have, yeah, but it's crazy. It's crazy. When was the last time you were in Lagos?
Just literally this Christmas just gone. This December
Oh, okay.
just gone.
Did you spend a lot of Christmas there?
Yeah, but not as much as I used to. It's not as much as I like to. So from now on, I'm like, wow, I'm there all the time now.
Christmas is way better in Lagos. Outside of just dirty December.
Yeah,
Like,
because I was there this period.
Cold.
How long did I stay? I was there from December all the way to end of March, and that's the longest I've been there in a long time.
You never came back, not even once?
No,
That's
I was
like
there like straight period, just in my house, just chilling. I'm working, obviously. Yeah.
It's like me, that's what I did.
Oh,
So
you
obviously-
stayed out there for long as well?
Went from December, came back like 2 weeks ago.
What? 2 weeks?
That's why we were saying these two.
I have-
We haven't
yeah.
had them around in a
What?
I'm going to December till May.
Hey, I'm jealous of you.
Ride it out.
Hey,
But
that's
so if you don't want to speak about it, it's fine though. But does that not like affect like your personal relationships? Especially if you're like in a romantic relationship, going away for like 3 months. Away from your woman, like people that you
yeah.
see.
Well, I mean, it depends now. If
Understanding.
there's understanding now, but you know, if
How many minutes?
you know, like if you're in a position where you can,
You can fly them in.
you can fly there. You can fly.
If you go like that, it's
and
right, innit?
she's from there too. I get wild now.
Alright, bro.
Nothing
Let
spoiled.
Nate run the game.
Okay, I'll just do like 2 or 3.
Do four. It's fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna
not
give
long.
you like 2 options.
Okay.
Alright,
And-
okay, let him go, and then
What happened?
he needs to go and chase his daily bread.
Oh,
Say your
my
outro,
bro.
then don't just leave the people out like that.
People, as you know, Hacker the host, I'm booked, I'm busy. I have a son that I need to
busy,
feed and buy pampers and wipes for. I'll be back. I love
Be
you.
back for part B.
Part B.
My brother. Thank you. Yeah. Defo.
Bye.
Why didn't you do that one for me?
What's wrong with you?
You go and find a wife.
Right. So is this
Okay.
2 scenarios and you just pick like one or the other?
So
like this and that.
basically,
Okay.
you're the aura master even before like STEEZE and everything.
Okay.
So we'll give you aura points based off what you pick
Okay.
out of
okay.
these 2.
Okay.
She's gonna give you 2 options.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would you drive a girl on a date, or would you send like a SUV to pick her up for the date?
Like a Vito, a V class.
Yeah, a V class to pick her up.
Okay, for a date.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it depends what kind of date it is, but you know, I'll send her. Maybe not the Vito, maybe the S class. Do you understand? So she can lay back and the massage seats and stuff. She can stretch her legs.
That's definitely aura points.
Yeah, so
It's
yeah.
definitely aura
definitely
points.
send the driver.
Okay. Are you someone that would eat like swallow, gusi and pounded jam and stuff with your hands at like a Owambe party? Or,
All parties.
or are you more of the bougie? Let me get full.
It's like this. About me parking, man. You eat the small chops at the party.
Do you get
Yeah, but then they are.
Take away,
so-
tackle it at home.
Yeah. I'm definitely small chops at the party.
Really? You're a bougie.
You know,
Bruisey.
You're a bougie.
You know
I'm
the
not gonna
chops?
lie. I'll ask for.
Pounded
If I
yam,
was to
man?
eat that, I'll ask
no,
for.
not at all.
How many parties, all my Ambe parties, I've left like hungry.
Alright, bro. I'm sorry, man. Me, I'm not maintaining my aura. I'm not maintaining aura. I'm not maintaining Steve.
Yeah,
And
no.
Nigerian parties, the kind of food that's there, you have to eat, bro.
There's always Abula, and me, I like Abula, so you know, I always just So
just do the small chops.
small chops.
Alright.
And then you know, I'll just pack maybe like small fried rice, small jollof rice, maybe some gizzard, maybe some beef. Just call it a day.
I'm screaming.
That's proper aura point. Eating with hand is that.
I won't be eating my hands though. That's the thing. I don't know how people do that. Is
Even at home.
Yeah, that's different
confidence.
levels.
Yeah.
Even at
That's
home.
different levels.
At
No,
home, sometimes
at home, why
At
not?
home, it depends on how I'm actually feeling. Let me realize. Sometimes I back up the fork, but sometimes I'll use
It's just
my
more
hand.
convenient though.
It just depends on how I'm feeling. If I want to get my hands dirty, if I'm really hungry.
But if I use my
Eazi
hands,
handle.
I eat too quick. So
Yeah,
eat it too quick.
I realize the food goes quick.
man, Amala's going down in chunks. So
Amala or pounded yam?
Amala,
Oh God, why? Oh,
you're a bad boy now.
so much, but
Because-
still. Pounded yam will be
Like,
way-
do you even know about Lafun?
Yeah,
Of course,
What?
man.
That's my favorite. If there's Amala, that's what I'll choose.
See,
Hey.
I was trying to find
I'll
Lafun
be
when,
at
I was in,
home.
when I was in Lagos. I couldn't even find it.
Go
They
to
don't have it
Ibadan.
anymore.
I
Go
know they were
Ibadan.
selling.
Yes. They don't really have it. Lagos is too bougie.
Nah, I know Lagos too bougie for.
It was hard to find it in Lagos before, anyways. Yeah, I don't think you.
Nice
would.
slap.
Ah, it's so nice. It's so nice.
What did they make laughing for again?
It's
From
like
the-
it's just white Amala, but I don't know the.
But I think it's I'm not too sure, but I'm not too sure, Sha. I'm not too, them not going
But I know it's the
them
same
not going to say the wrong thing.
Probably like the back. They said the peel of the yam or something like that.
Yeah, but isn't Amala plantain peel? Amala's plantain peel.
Amala is. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Amala's plantain peel, but
So
I'm not
that
too
one-
sure.
I don't know what Lafu would be though.
I'm not too sure what Lafon is.
Well, those that know laughing. Where's laughing from? What's the next one?
I'm gonna go with this one. Would you rather wear traditional hat when you're like in your native wear, or are you the ones that's just like nah, dead the hat?
No, I'm definitely wearing a hat.
You want the complete set?
I want a complete set.
I feel like that's aura points too.
Really? You don't wear
The
the,
complete
hat?
set is
No, I'm talking about you. Would you?
It depends.
On
It depends on the feet. But I feel like if you do everything top to bottom, that you get aura points. But sometimes it doesn't necessarily look good on you.
okay.
I wouldn't. Sometimes I'll go with it without the art.
Do you guys know the difference between bending the hat to the left or the right?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What is the difference though?
What is it? Let us know.
No, you tell me now.
I don't know what it is. I don't know the difference.
I've heard that before, but I didn't.
Apparently, there's
research
like
it.
a meaning of if you put the hat to the left, it's like you're married, or you're single or something like that. If it's to the right,
Oh, me, I don't know that.
yeah, nah, I don't have a clue. I mean, that's up to you. lot.
Well, you said I
Do you
thought
have
you
any
just
other-
meant like stylistically, like I
Oh,
didn't.
no,
I
no,
didn't.
no.
I didn't
Apparently,
think
there's
you
a
meant
Yoruba
cultural-
meaning for like the way you tilt the hat.
Okay. I'm supposed to know these things, though. That go to butcher. Me.
No, it's calm though. Like,
I'm supposed to know these
when we go out, we'll go and learn everything.
Yeah.
Do you have any other one, or that's just it?
That's the main ones. Unless you have any ones that you.
No,
want.
I think that's Aura still maintains Aura, man. Malik is still STEEZE master.
Or a master.
I'm just being myself, Jerry.
Do you have any other thing that you'd like to plug? Any other thing that you're doing?
Yeah, just I would love people to go check out my album. If Only Love Was Enough. It's out right now on all streaming platforms. Make sure you go get it. Make sure you support the boy, and hit me up. Hit me
I
up
have
on
some-
socials. Once you've copped it, just post
Well,
it.
you don't be posting much though. That's the thing.
I want to ask him something.
Go ahead,
Based
go
on your Berry's room,
Berry's room.
what are you looking for in like
In terms of
talents?
talent?
Yeah.
So I've always told myself, this is one of the main reasons why I haven't taken on talent like much sooner. I could have like years ago, I mean, sidebar, there was a time when Ruger, he even tweeted it, like he told me, like personally, like, yo, guy, there was a time where I wanted to sign to Berry's room.
Oh, mad.
Yeah, I can't even remember what year it was, but his DM is still there. It's so embarrassing. If I would have seen it.
Would you have done it though?
Huh?
Would you at that time? Would you have signed him when it was like unknown?
Of course. If I saw the video that he meant to send to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh man. But I wasn't checking like DMs
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that, But now I check. Like I check.
That's where the world is now.
Oh, I
you
check.
have to be in touch with everything.
I've always told myself that, if I sign anybody, they have to be at least like 100 times better than me. Talking about like in terms of songwriting, vocals, everything. And I got my eyes on a few people.
So do you think FOLA is like 100 times better than you? Because the way you spoke about him is...
Yeah, like he just started. Like, look at the music he's dropping. Do you get what I'm saying?
It just seems like he doesn't need any coaching or anything.
No, but the thing is, right? that is the wrong thing. Because you could look at an artist, a new artist, and think, oh, wow, this artist is so good. They're so amazing. They don't need development. No, every new artist needs development.
Yes, definitely.
Right? Every new artist, no matter how talented they are, that's what's going to make them stand the test of time. Do you understand? In their careers. There's also they use an acting coach now. Do you get what I'm saying? You know?
Literally.
I still watch a lot of content and read a lot of things to kind of like just renew my own knowledge. Do you understand? So yeah, there's nothing wrong with
Just a follow-up question from that. If there was an artist, because I know that crossover, the cultural exchange is so big right now, it's mainstream.
Yeah.
If there was an artist that was born in the UK and they're looking, obviously, you're born in the UK, some people born in the UK, their family, people around them, they're very in touch with that Nigerian culture.
Yes.
If they're looking to do the crossover, to say, okay, let me try my thing in the Nigerian Afrobeats industry, what is the one advice that you would give them in how to maneuver? Something that's not generic, like, oh, work hard.
Go back. Go back to Nigeria.
And learn.
And learn. And go and feel what's... It just feels like to not, for your gen to cut off or whatever. Do you understand? Go back and grind and adapt to the culture. That's what I did. And I felt like, just me being in Lagos and just being in Nigeria in general and spending so much time over those years gave me the mentality that I have now, that I feel like I can grind and make it anywhere in the world.
For real.
So they need that.
For real.
They need that.
People, we've been Lagos meets London, and we've had MALEEK Berry with us. We hope you enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let us know your favorite song from the album. Tag MALEEK when you're making your videos. Tag MALEEK Berry's on socials. Man. Yeah.
Don't be shy.
He's been checking his DMs. Remember what
Don't
he
be
said.
shy.
So if you're tagging, he gonna see that.
Don't be shy.
At the end of our episodes, we say Lagos meets London, and the guests will say Wahala.
Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Lagos
meets London.
Wahala.
Come on. All right, thank you so much, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you.